Have you ever noticed how things that you fear the most often show up in your life anyway? And then once you face them, you realize that the story that you made up around this is a lot scarier than the thing itself is. So here's what happened to me last week. For a very long time, in fact, for probably a few years now, I had this fear and anxiety around a certain trigger. And I'm not going to go into detail what that trigger was, but I will tell you that it was running and ruining my life. And sometimes it was so intense that I couldn't focus. I couldn't focus on my project, my business, my kids. I was all over the place. And the worst thing was knowing that this fear wasn't real, knowing and being very annoying that even if that thing happens, I will still be okay. But my nervous system was flipping out, like tight jaws, shoulders, back aches, neck aches, and sometimes it will stay with me for days. In the past, when it first happens, I used to spend hours meditating, doing breath work, journaling, purging, you name it. Yet it had me in such a grip that I literally was banging my head against the wall. It felt so bloody real and so intense and so personal. And despite knowing that it wasn't even about what was happening in this moment, because all was happening in this moment is just a trigger, despite realizing that all of this fear was coming from my childhood memory, from this unprocessed, suppressed emotions, I still could not shake it. I felt like stuck, seriously, didn't know what to do about it. So a few weeks ago, I decided to try something different and I actually say to myself, okay, Lena, if this anxiety, if this is what I really need to go through in order to grow through, then who am I to decide that this shouldn't be happening with me? So far, life has thrown me tons of curveballs. And somehow, every time I made them through all of them, and even better than I thought I would. So I decided to accept this anxiety. But most importantly, I started listening to what this anxiety was telling me and admitting to myself where I was out of integrity with my values, where I was settling, where I was out of alignment. Because anxiety, like any other emotions, carries a message. And I've been ignoring it for so long. You see, those heavy emotions we feel now, they do not come from current events. The current events that make you feel emotions, they're triggers. What we are really experiencing, what we're really reacting is our past memories. Moments in our past when we did not feel seen, where we didn't feel important and valued, where we felt that our opinion, our voice did not matter, that we had no choice. So we shrunk ourselves, we played small, we dimmed our light, we didn't express our needs, maybe because we didn't even know what our needs are. And now that's what's causing this anxiety, the fear, the stress, the overwhelm, the doubt, insecurities, etc. Because we still believe ourselves to be disempowered. So, anyway, now when that thing that I was really afraid of happening happened to me, and I must say, I was not prepared for it. I literally, it blindsided me. I did not see it coming. But once it happened, I remember thinking, is that what I was really afraid of? Like, seriously? I mean, don't get me wrong, it did not feel good at all. And for a moment, I was like, oh my God, can I actually handle this without falling apart? But trust me, the story that my mind has built around it was way worse than the reality itself. I was alive, I was safe, I still had tons of friends to call on. I had my health, my kids, my house. Like literally nothing in my life has changed. And I just felt lighter. So here's what I've realized. The thing that we often afraid of is not even that thing itself. It's the meaning that we give to that thing. And yes, of course, there are some legit fears, like fear of death, for example. But even that, if you look at it from a different lens, it loses its grip. And fear of death is something I also used to struggle with, luckily not anymore. But most fears, literally, they stand for false evidence appearing real, because that's all what they are. And it only has power over you if you are avoiding it, if you are numbing it, suppressing it, dismissing it. And yes, even through the spiritual tools like meditation, etc., because that's still avoidance. The only way out through that fear is to go through it, because when you face it, you realize that it wasn't as big a deal as the mind. It's not even you, the mind has imagined. So now that it happens, that I faced it happened to me, it's been tormenting me for such a long time. I have so much more energy. I can focus more on my business and I pour so much more into it. I'm excited about the potentials. I'm working with my business coach again. I'm getting very excited about my upcoming speaking event in London, in Nottingham, and there is another few virtual events coming up. And most importantly, the most powerful thing out of this whole experience is this: the challenges will always come. People will leave, opportunities will fall through, bills will pile up. Often it's out of your control. But what we control is this, is our inner world, our mindset, our emotions, our responses. That we are not this disempowered children we once were. We have choices now. You can choose to stay, you can choose to leave. You can choose to set your boundaries, your standards, you can make your own decisions. You are in control of your life. And the more you start connecting to yourself, to your values, to your passions, to your needs, to your goals, the stronger you begin to feel and less that fear has grip over you. So here's a takeaway. If you are struggling with fear, insecurities, anxieties, overwhelm, when maybe you're feeling stuck in life, if you're holding back from speaking what's truly on your mind, then get crystal clear on this. And you might want to journal. What are your values? What are your non-negotiables? What are you currently tolerating that you should not be tolerating? What core needs must be met for you to show up as your best self in work, relationship, and life? Contemplate on it, meditate on it, journal on it, because self-knowledge is your superpower. Nothing, trust me, nothing else will bring you your true peace, fulfillment, and joy. I will see you in the next video and let me know what you come up with. Bye for now.